Lord have mercy.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. How y'all doing? We are here live in Chicago, and we are going to talk about some subjects before I go because I got to get into it. Now, I was looking at, Eliza Reign is still had a few more things to say to Summer Walker. Now, yesterday we talked about this story, and I don't know what is going on with London on the Track. Everybody is like making their thoughts known. Summer Walker pretty much took up for her man, and this is what Eliza Reign had to say. She said, quote, "It takes more than money to take care of a child, but children are expensive, and I do believe they should live a lifestyle similar to their parents. So yes, I want financial support, not 53,000 K, but enough for private schooling, vacations, and to see the world through the eyes of the privileged. So if that's wrong for me, wanting that for her, oh well." Then she said this, quotes, this is Eliza Reign. She said, "And no, I'm not explaining myself to the girl who says she don't bathe. I'm just finally speaking up for myself because it's exhausting having y'all asking me the same thing daily." Then Eliza Reign said this, "I have no pride when it comes to my kids. I've sacrificed so much for the little girl. I used to be in an amazing financial position before my pregnancy, but I don't run around making excuses. I refuse to let her feel a lack because her parents can't get along. I've been doing my best like a real mother should. I don't look for a pat on the back. I just keep my head up and push and provide. And that's been enough encouragement for me. But I'm tired of people telling me I don't love my child because I refuse to abort her or I won't accept raising her on my own financially. What's sad is it's mostly other women." Then Eliza Ray said right here, first of all, Miss, oh my gosh, she cussed, "New music, but where your brain at? I didn't even like going back and forth with black women." Eliza Reign, this is what Eliza Reign wrote, y'all. "During times like this, but how are you speaking on a situation like mine when your man is doing the same, if not worse, than the person I'm battling in court? Instead of condemning me on a fake number, you should be using your platform to speak against this type of neglect of children and abuse of women. But I can't expect much from a person who condones their man allegedly playing the same type of games." So Eliza Reign is responding to Summer Walker, and because Summer Walker was throwing shade at Eliza Reign, so she's responding. Then Eliza Reign said, "Imagine being a black woman with a big platform or music that is mostly celebrated and supported by black women, using your voice to bash other black women based on fake news instead of speaking up for black women who are forced into situations like mine by black men who are never held accountable. Speaking of holding black men accountable, you lay up under a black man who is allegedly mistreating other black women and the children they share with him. Imagine that." It's Eliza Reign throwing Summer Walker under the bus for allegedly for London on the Track mistreatment of women and also children. So this thing is very complex, and this is why I said yesterday that Summer Walker should not walk in this mess. Summer Walker should take a seat on the sidelines. Summer Walker should not have any type of commentary to do on this situation, because when you try to throw Eliza Ray under the bus with the whole Future thing, you're going to get addressed. Don't do it. These men out here made these decisions, getting these women pregnant. So allow that man to go through that. You can be there encouraging him, probably pray for your man to help him get through this, but he have to take the charge to take care of his responsibility. I agree of what Eliza Rain wrote. Yes, a child, if your father is wealthy, if your father is rich, that child should be born into privilege. That child should not suffer. I think that child should be born into a world of a silver spoon because the father is wealthy. So that's the price you pay when you're sleeping around with women. They are going to take you to child support, and they are going to throw the book at you, and they're going to want all the coins. They're going to want the check. They're not going to want to go in there for $1,000 a month or $53,000 a month. They're going to want $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, wherever it is. They're going to want a big amount of money. So know that when you men go around into these different cities, in these different hotel rooms, be careful who you have coming to your hotel and you humping on them, because the possibility that they can get pregnant, because they already know, they already chasing that paper, and they will chase that paper by you getting on top of them, and they bringing forth a child, because they know once that child comes, that is a golden ticket. That is cash. That is a cash that can help them with their careers. Cash that can make them get a blue check to be verified. Cash for their bookings to go up. Cash for their child to be in private school. Cash for them to get Gucci, etc., or Chanel, or whatever it is to help them. So you as a man, this is your fault. London on the Track fault. Future, this is your fault. It is what it is. You had no business doing this, because you constantly keep getting into the same situation, and you battling back and forth in court, knowing that you're going to pay child support, because that's still a law of the land, that if you're not providing for the child, that the mother or the father, whomever is the parent or the guardian, can go to the courts and request that you pay child support. And it's a big chance that you will have to pay child support. Okay. Somebody says she doesn't have kids, so she doesn't know of the responsibility. Right. And that's another piece. Summer Walker does not have kids, so she shouldn't speak up in this situation, because it's a very messy situation. It's a very delicate situation. And that's something where London on the Track should be getting roasted and gagging, and also Future should be getting roasted. They don't get involved in what you're getting, what the man should be getting. So that's why I'm saying don't interject into that situation. Don't, because it's just gonna make you look foolish. It's gonna make you look foolish. They're gonna come at you, and they're going to drag you. They're going to do this. It is what it is, and you ain't nothing. It's nothing that you're gonna be able to do to stop it. Now, I'm looking at T.S. Madison. Right, T.S. Madison, and she released on her page a fight that happened at Atlanta Gay Pride. Now, mind you, with Atlanta Gay Pride, they everybody have went to Atlanta, because in Georgia you can pretty much do whatever in Georgia, right? So they are in Atlanta Gay Pride. Everybody have flocked there. A lot of people from Chicago, a lot of people from across the country is there. They are fighting in the parking lot. It was so bad that they're out in the street fighting. They're fighting in the parking lot. They were fighting inside. They're punching, jumping on each other. Their pants are down. No masks are on. One person got slung over and knocked over a cooler. He's getting punched continually. People are watching. No security is out there at all, and no masks are on. We're seeing heavy book bags on their backs, and no, there is about a lot of them just jam-packed up into outside. So when you're looking at Atlanta Gay Pride, no safety precautions were taken, and it makes you wonder what is going on. Why do we have so many fights at Bulldogs? Why do we have so many fights at these clubs. And let me give you my opinion. The reason why it is so many fights in these clubs, number one, drug culture. A lot of these girls, they get high on multiple different drugs, and some mix their drugs. And it is not just marijuana. I'm talking about hardcore Christian PCP hard drugs, coke. And they're going to the club. And when they go to these clubs, and it's just an Atlanta Gay Pride, they go to these clubs, they already high, then they drink liquor. That don't mix. Then some of these girls are young doing this and all of that energy. Then it's hot. Then there's so many people. Then they're fighting and all of these things. It is just like really, really crazy because the promoters for decades have not done a better job to protect. It should be a cutoff with liquor, even though this is a business, even though you got to make your money. It should be a cutoff on liquor. You should not be serving all of that liquor. It should just be a cutoff because a lot of these girls can't handle their liquor and they're already coming drunk to the club. And it's so sad. Someone is definitely not. It's going to be a time when someone is not going to make it. We're going to be saying rest in peace because of the violence in the club. That is exactly what's going to happen. Okay? That's exactly what's going to happen. They said Friday they were shooting and people got pepper spray. I didn't go that night. See, it's like it's a lot that's going on in these clubs, and this is the main reason why I don't go to clubs. I really don't, because you can have a good time. You can't stand at nobody. Me, I'm crippled, so I might accidentally, my twisted foot might actually step on your foot. Then you might want to push me. Then you might want to slap me. Then it's like a big thing. Then it's liquor because I'm going into an environment where most people in there are under the influence, and I'm just coming in just under the influence of happiness, being in a room, not drunk, and you're dealing with people that are taking all of them multiple different cocktails and heavy drinks. And it's really, really crazy. So that's why I don't really feel bad that I was not in Atlanta, because when I look at Atlanta and look at the things that went on in Atlanta, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed because I tell people, even as people that is a public figure and I talk a lot of mess, you will have somebody that will come up to you. And I don't have time to be arguing with someone with something I've said on my platform. Unless you're willing to send an email, request to come on the Wiley Show, sit down for a conversation. But I can't see myself at 29 years old, I'll be 30 in November, going into a club, sitting in a club, and arguing or fist fighting or jumping on. That to me, no, absolutely not. If I ever do have an event, it would be with people that are older women, seasoned women, seasoned men, people that got some sense, 29, 30 years old. We chill, we have a good time, we listen to music, we dance, have a lit time. Unfortunately, everybody don't have that mindset. It'd be some people that they have these online beefs, okay? And they come to the club and they bring that online beef in person. Now, this is what T.S. Madison wrote on her post. She wrote this quote. She wrote, "I guess pride's only time you really go to see the HOE who you told online when I catch you. Lord, it's only day 2. Oh, well." Yeah. So we're talking about the fights, the violence in Atlanta. The promoters need to do a better job. And yes, and if you see a beef between A and B, then you should say, okay, A and B, you all can't come because I don't want that spilling over at my event. That used to happen a lot in Chicago, where they had to implement a ban list because it used to be the same people used to be fighting, the same people. And mind you, I used to go to the clubs here in Chicago. I used to go to the Hyatt, the Jeffrey Pub. I used to go to a lot of these clubs. So I used to do a lot of clubs here in, Chicago. Not a lot, but every once in a while I would go out. And all the time when it would go out, it'd just be one person, be fights in the clubs. And they'd be like, you know what? We done. Good night. Now, mind you, you didn't pay your 10 or your 15 bucks to go inside this club. You look at your best, and now club in. You want to have a good time, and now you got to leave because somebody wants to be ignorant. and fight. That to me doesn't make any sense. And that's why we have to change and get the promoters to hire more security and do all of that. But what they did at Pride is just sad. It's just sad. I can't even. Wow, it's just pathetic. It is so pathetic. It is so pathetic. Who goes to Pride just to fight? And some of these girls don't even be a resident in Atlanta. They be from out of town doing that. And that's the crazy. That's the crazy part. They be out of town doing that. That's the sad part. They don't even be in it, living in Atlanta. Okay. I want to say, I sent 2 emails to the management. Yesterday I had some issues. Let me give you an update on the room. So I booked a room here at this hotel, and the first day I came, I went in the room, and I was freshening up to get ready to go meet somebody. So I was like, okay, let me get the mouthwash, wash my hands. So when I turned the sink on, the water was coming out of the sink all on the floor. So I called the front desk and said, okay, we can move your room to another room. We'll move you to another room. So I went to my other room. Thing was good. They were having issues with the toilet. Then I left because I was like, okay, it's issues with this. So let me leave. Then I'm going to go to my mom's house. I went to a lot of places. Like yesterday, I was extremely busy. Had interviews. And I said, okay. Then it was like seeping up. Then it just seeped up. Then I had flushed it because I was using it. I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and do it. And then next thing you know, boom, like all the water, like everywhere. And it wasn't even that bad if they would have brought somebody with a plunger to come and assist to look at it. But the lady in the front desk, she was like, ain't no maintenance. You can come down and you can get a plunger, or you can use the restroom in the lobby. You can use the restroom in the lobby. And I'm like, excuse me? So she said, okay, we could transfer your room. Then the water spilled, and I put tiles down. And of course I recorded and put towel to seep up the water because that's just not right. So I went down there to the front desk and I talked to the lady. She gave me the email to the manager. So before I check up out of here, I'm going to get speak to him face to face, get corporate number, get corporate email, and I'm just going to forward them the email for my experience of what happened in this hotel. It was a terrible experience. The reason why I'm not really pissed because I rarely was in the room. I was out most of the time. But when I came and just, the shower, hotel is designed for you to shower, freshen up, go see the city. It was just a very, very inconvenient because I did not feel like going from one room to another room. I didn't feel like being in this is the third room that I've been in. And I was not feeling it at all. Didn't really complain, didn't get upset, but I sent a email to the manager, and I will talk to the manager today. So I just want to thank everybody for that. I'm just really, I put in an email for a full refund. Okay. Emphasis on full refund. I don't even think I'm going to go back to the city. Now I was supposed to meet up with a producer today for breakfast, but I just don't really feel like it. I really want to just go. I'm just going to cancel with that producer, and I'm going to go to, let them know. I'm going to just send a text because I'm going to just drop that rental car off and read my book. I just want to get out now. I had enough of the city, y'all. I had enough of the city because I don't want to have to drive back. And it's going to rain. And it's going to rain today. That's what they were planning on. They said it's going to rain. Give me a second, you guys. And it's going to rain. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's going to rain. So I'm like, okay. So yes, and I don't have any children. I will not like that. Like if I had kids with me, oh my gosh. But it's a teachable moment because I rarely, I don't travel like that. So, now I gotta know, look at the reviews, look at the stars, look at the Google reviews. Now I gotta understand and I get it. When you travel, you have hiccups. And I understand that it is a pandemic. So a lot of these hotels don't have the staffing levels like they had. They fired a lot of people were laid off. So even in these rooms, a lot of housekeepers laid off. So you probably used to have what maintenance with check rooms, and now you cut down on everything because people was not renting rooms. And then you probably are full capacity, but you are charging so low of rates just to have a full capacity hotel. But your hotel needed to get things checked. Pipes need to be working. Stuff ain't been in good works for over months because of the pandemic. People were utilizing these rooms. Then you do these cheap rates where the whole hotel pretty much is like full to capacity. Then they're using parts of the pipes and toilets and stuff that haven't really been used and been clogged and needed some assistance. Now the system is like overwhelming. That's pretty much what's going on. That a lot of these hotels now, they're scrambling to survive. And they're doing it by cutting and stuff like that. So I'm not angry because this is a fixable thing, and this is why managers are for it. This is why corporate are for. This is why you send emails. This is why you do this. Now the old Wiley would have done something. Would have been would have been cussing and you said this and you said this and you said that. You said this and you said that and da. No, you got to understand, and I'm learning this to be professional. Because number one, I am a public figure. Number two, I don't want another big controversy. Not in my career. I had one. I don't want another one. And number three, you have to be understanding because the lady that was down there, this is, she's the worker. What can she do? It's only her job is to book rooms, get people in. And she gets to send an email, but it's what can she do in the middle of the night? So I'm understanding of that. You have to wait until management come. So if I'm arguing and I'm doing all of this and all of it to her, like that's unfair to her because, what more can she do in the middle of the night? But the old Wiley wouldn't have not thought like that and all that. The old Wiley would have just went off and just whatever. But the new Wiley that really look at stuff and be understanding, I'm like, okay, you take it to your boss and the boss and stuff like that. And I know God is it's a blessing in disguise, as someone described. And I know it's going to work out. And as soon as I put the video up, it was on Lipstick Alley. They were throwing shade on Lipstick Alley. They were doing this. I understand it because when you are a public figure and you have influence, they will discuss you. It is what it is. And I was not angry. I didn't put the hotel name in the title. I didn't drag them with the address. I didn't say followers go and flood their lines. I didn't do any of that. I just showed you the damage so they could just see it. And I didn't even show you in the first room the water was just gushy out of the pipe. I should have live streamed that, but they brought all that down. So this happened today. I will give like a full review of Chicago once I get back to Dallas. So pray for me for safe travels. And there was a lot for this trip, and it was a lot, but I couldn't believe it. Like y'all laughing at Lipstick Alley, like they are so like shady and everything like that. Also, too, I want to say Jacob Blake. He was shot by the police. He while walking to his car. He released a video message today and recorded message. He reminded everybody just how precious life is. So he's in this hospital bed. He was talking about how precious life is when it comes to that. So make sure y'all pray for the Jacob Blake family. Also, too, let me say this about Chicago before I get into my last story. I was all through the city, driving all through the city, and I'm seeing areas that are deprived of economic empowerment. A lot of people have lost hope. And when I was driving up north now Patreon, y'all saw a lot of areas that I was driving in. Some even seen on the backup channel when I went live. The economic, when you have in a community, when the community that I was really driving in, particularly I'm going to focus on Inglewood, you see of decades of mismanagement, decades of no investments. So then you have decades of no investments, but then you have investments in police. That's backwards to me. And I get it now with about defunding police. Let me explain what that means and what I think. It's about reallocating funding to all these police officers into social services and to mental health and also into housing. Because if you keep giving money to police and you're taking money away from all these other services and you're shutting down mental hospitals, you shut down so many of these hospitals, you're going to continue to get crime. Only thing you're going to have is the community on high alert, clashing with the police, and this is going to be generation, story after story, story after story. The cycle have to change because this is a pathology. This is something that was going on. This is going on generation. It have to come in where you say, okay, let's sit down. We're going to have to now take some of these billions from Chicago Police Department, and we need to put it in housing and social services and entrepreneurship programs. We have done it forever. The mayor job, this is where you a strong mayor and you about that life and you coming in there being a revolutionary. You're saying this, okay, city council, okay, Mr. Governor, I want you to come to the meeting. We sit down. We've been giving all of this money to the police, and things have not changed in these areas. It's gotten worse. So now what we need to do now is give money to mental health, entrepreneurship, and job training programs in these communities, and actually drive down the crime so corporations will come and bring jobs here. Then also work with residents in the community to build their credit up so they can qualify for a business loan so they can open up a business, right? So they can qualify for that, and then you drive it down. Then work with residents that want to own homes, work with them in the program, but they must own a home in Inglewood. And then drive it down. Then you help blocks bring back the block clubs, meaning neighborhood watch to work with it. Then you work with the community. So you have to start doing that. That is what's going to have to happen in this community. But this whole thing, bring more police on the street, that's an outdated thing and it's not working. And the reason why it won't work is because you're trying to police people that are in a poverty-stricken area, and you're not putting money to help put money in their pockets and give them opportunities, and yet you want to just bring more police and more police. No. That's not going to work. And it will never work. Only thing you would get, more people in jail, and then they will come out on the street, and then you have more problems and issues. And that's why we need economic empowerment investments, massive investments. Once you give a community resources, you won't necessarily need police like that. They can be there, but their job will be something else. They won't be all that to just be locking up for every day, because it's a lot of resources. It's a lot of resources, so a lot of services are there to help relieve the police, and then they won't be under pressure. Because if you're putting a police officer in a poverty-stricken area, and go ahead, serve and protect, it's nowhere in the world that they have a weapon. You need other services. You can't even. You're setting them up for failure. And this is why a lot of officers drink. This is why a lot of officers are abusive to their wives. This is why a lot of officers have even committed and ended their lives, because they're under a lot of unnecessary stress, because the city keeps telling them to go police, patrol, instead of them helping them get mental health and services and giving the community mental health and service to go see a therapist, and et cetera, et cetera. So this city, I think the mayor, unfortunately, is doing a terrible job because she's not focusing on economic empowerment. She's doing a terrible job because she's not focused on job training in Inglewood. And I judge you on how you handling the poorest parts of the city. I'm not judging you on how you are rebuilding and adding on to the most successful part of the city. No, I judge you on how good and well Lloyd Lightfoot administration is doing by driving in Inglewood, driving in Roseland, driving in the hundreds, driving in areas that have been deprived of economic empowerment. That is how I judge you on how good of a mayor you is or how bad of a mayor you is. That is how I judge you on how good of a governor you is and how bad of a governor you is. When I looked on the news and they were talking about the dispensary, right? Because marijuana and all of that stuff is legal in Illinois. Cannabis is legal. But it is no Black-owned dispensary in Chicago, Illinois. Now, mind you, this was designed to help people get second chance, get people of color, minorities a chance. They're not getting a piece of the pie. But the mayor have to step up. This is why if you are, especially as a Black woman, step up on the premise of being Black. And if your people is not doing it, you say, hold up. We're going to have to temporarily cease giving out licensing to folks if we're not giving some to Black men and women that want to own their own dispensary. We need to see why they're not getting any licenses. Why is it just zero? That shouldn't be. But the mayor and also the governor. And if they refuse, the mayor and the governor should lose their job, just like people want President Donald Trump to lose his job. They should continue to be in office. If you ain't going to share the economic pie with Black and brown folks, why you need to be in office for? Go work somewhere else, but in public service, you're supposed to be there for all the public, not just for some of the public. No, for all the public. So I was seeing that in the news. I was watching that, and I'm saying, you know what? And that's the thing. We need to work with that and get more dispensaries on the South Side and bring some of them tax revenue to those areas to fix up those underserved, those broken infrastructures, those abandoned buildings and everything that's just broken. And it does something to your mindset growing up and walking with broken glass, abandoned buildings, police, every other day, people standing in front of the liquor store. It does something to your mindset to see that condition every single day. Then you 6 years old, then you grow up to be 16, 17. What do you expect that boy or that girl to be when you are yet walking and living in that environment for all of your years? So that's what I had to say. And I was actually on the ground level driving through all of that and seeing all that, went on different blocks. I'm just all through the city. And I'm like, this the issue. And get some strong economic empowerment up in there, pump some strong economic empowerment, you will see a different neighborhood. For the next 5 to maybe 10 years, that will be, if you just start that in a 2-year process, let's just get 4 years, right? I think the mayor being off for 4 years. For 4 years, you make massive economic empowerment to switch investments. That area in Inglewood, you will see a totally different levels. Crime will go down to its lowest level that you ever have seen. And folks will like, how in the world were they able to do that? It's because they put investments into the people in those underserved communities. That is what needs to happen, okay? In my humble opinion, I love politics. I talk to a lot of people. Oh, Wiley, I ain't into no politics. Well, I am. So I am becoming over and shows expect more. I'm like, yeah. So let me get into the mess. Okay. Well, okay. So Armon Wiggins and Candace met up. And they met up in Atlanta. So everybody was like, why they meeting up in Atlanta? What's going on? Why they meeting up? What they doing? And, of course, Armon Wiggins went live and he was like, well, we on our way to a mansion. We on our way to a secret location, to a mansion and all of that. And I'm like, okay, we're on our way to a mansion. And all of this, I'm like, okay, where's they going? So I see 1501 was supposed to, I ain't thinking into it. So he linked up with, they went to go see Erica Banks. Now, mind you, this event that they went to was public. Anybody can go if they go buy a ticket. Anybody can go if they go buy a ticket. Hell, I could have went and purchased a ticket and went down there to go see Erica Banks, okay? So they down there, and I saw something that was very disturbing though in that room. saw something very disturbing. I see Erica Banks there with no mask, no mask. None of them had on masks. I'm seeing heavy, massive liquor all on there and all that, all on the table. I see a frozen drink on there, open can. I see all of that. Then I see Candace there from Daytime Tea Time. She's there, which she is a married woman. And I see something disturbing because I'm very observant, and Daytime Tea Time was there. So she wanted to take a picture with Erica Banks. So she take a picture with Erica Banks, a regular picture smiling. So Mr. Wiggins, the one that had on them shorts and them burnt, crispy kneecaps, and then he needs some lotion on them kneecaps, ashy. He said, make it nasty, make it real nasty, make it real nasty. I'm like, make it what? So she got out Daytime Tea Time, pull up her shirt, showing her thongs or whatever type of thongs that she had on, showing her butt cheek. And they just put the butt cheeks on each other like that. Now, mind you, you can clearly see that Daytime Tea Time is uncomfortable. Because I saw them butt cheeks. Look at it again. It look real nice. Let me look at it again. It looks. Let me just look at it again. Hold up, y'all. Let me just take a screenshot. Okay, I had to take a little screenshot. I'm gonna just look at I just look at it again, and I'm like, is this a Christian? Like, I me, my mind work a different type of way. I was like, is this a Christian? And see, this is why I won't be getting invited to a lot of these mansions. Well, technically, it was not a mansion like that. But anywho, he said, make it actually. She put her butt on that butt. The juices are just cross-contaminating. And I could just tell that Candace was out of place. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not Candace's personality. My producers and I, we had a meeting about that. And I said, and they even said, I think Armon Wiggins is a bad influence on Candace, because I didn't want to believe it. I said, show me the video footage so I can see it with my own eye. So I saw, he was like, yeah, make it nasty. And she put her butt in on her. I'm like, that ain't you, Candace. That ain't you. That ain't you. That ain't you. That ain't you. And you're a whole married woman like that, and you putting out on your butt cheek all on camera. Now, that ain't you. Now, if you were ratchet like that on your platform, then I'm like, go ahead, girl, do you. But we know that ain't you. Christian Candace, as they say. But, and then another mindset, because I was looking at Candace, I was like, this is not daytime. You know what I'm saying? This is not her. But then again, I thought she was married, and I'm gonna just say that she is married. But if I was married I wouldn't want my wife showing her cheek, putting on another woman's cheek during a pandemic. Absolutely not. No way. No mask, no protective gear, just booty cheek out, way out, exposed booty cheek on booty cheek. Saw the picture. And I'm like, I really was into it. And he was saying, I'm like, no. And what gets me, if y'all are really friends, because me, I'm not, hey, I'm just observing, I'm just reporting, baby, because it's on social media. It is public. In the words of Dr. Larry Reed, I don't talk about it unless it's public. So it's public. It came across my desk. What gets me with people when they say they have friends, this irritates me. Because they do it. I don't know who are you trying to impress. Hey, friends. Yes, friend. We having a good time, friend. If you have to keep saying friend after every third sentence, you ain't really friends. This is like, sit down somewhere. Sit down with them burnt, crispy kneecaps. Okay? Need some lotion and everything else. I'm like, what in the world is this man wearing? Okay? What is he wearing, and what is going on with this man's kneecaps? Because you know me, I'm very observant. And I'm like, I said, I'm looking at daytime, tea time. I'm like, this ain't in her character. And they kept saying, hey, friend. I'm like, I just look at that and say, this is the most fake stuff I am seeing. I don't do that to my friend. When you see me in Chicago, hey, friend. Now, who does that? I'm like, I can understand if you've been friends for a long time. Y'all can say, hey, bestie. But that's when you build that up. You just met this person online. And then, hey. And then one lady, I'm just observing. I'm just giving you what I saw. Okay. Then another lady, she took off her clothes. She took off her pants. Yeah, let me get to that part. Lord, them burnt crispy kneecaps. So it was another lady, right, that, oh my God, she took off her pants, and I wasn't impressed. I said, I could just imagine that smell. This lady took off her pants, and because I guess she was trying to compete with daytime, because daytime is thick. Daytime, let me just say that daytime is thick, baby. Daytime is thick. Good. I was I'm like, yes. So I guess the other lady was feeling some type of way that, daytime showed her thick cheeks. So the other lady, she took off her pants and showed hers, and baby, it wasn't nothing there. Just bones, nothing but skinny bones in a braid. Just skinny bones, just a skinny bone they laid in a one little braid. And she got the G-string that's all at the crack of her cakes. Just at the crack of that. Of the crack of her butt. Just up in the crack of the creases. It was in the crowd, like, what the world? This little bony lady, she really, I said, you can't compete with baby, daytime, she got it. She got it. And this is when people criticize, well, why are you talking about it? Because it's public. Why? I'm a commentator. It's like, but when Wiley talk about it, I paint a good picture. You just don't like the picture that I paint, but you're gonna watch it. I mean, paint it. It might be off this way, but you watch it. And she's married. She's a married woman. And I just think I don't know if her husband would have saw that. What would he would have thought? Make it nasty. I'm like, child. And that was the point that I was bringing up. But, the new Wiley, because, Renee, she was having a lit time. And she was having a fun time. And I'm glad she's out of her shell doing things that I didn't see her normally do. So I'm like, I'm really living for it. I'm down for it because at the end of the day, you can live free. Because I don't believe in the old idea of wearing a long skirt. I believe you to be free, baby. Be free. If you want to show the world your cheeks, show the world your cheeks. I'm here for it because you're beautiful. Candace is a beautiful woman. And I love to see that about her. I would love to see this, though, because that seed was planted in my head. I want to say this. I wish that Candace would give me more of that laid back Candace on her platform. I think when she does her platform, she puts on this imagery, right? But if she lay back and just be her, so when I saw, I'm like, this probably is the real Candace, because I don't know this woman in person. But if this is, I'm here for it. I was enjoying her spirit. Very, very beautiful lady. Very beautiful sister. She's almost at 500K subscribers. I think very, very beautiful of it. I think it's dope. Like in that sense, I think it's dope because in a sense, I do admire for what she have done and her editing skills is unmatched, right? She does a great job editing. I was just feeling some type of way, and I was like, okay. But then again, you know, she's grown, and a woman should not be restricted of you can't do this and then. No, you can be free and have a good time and be joyous and have a great time and have a good spirit. And that's what I saw from her. And of course, Armon Wiggins, I'm just gonna be shady because I'm a jokester. It is what it is. I saw it. I'm looking at it. This man burnt kneecaps that was looking. I'm like, child, Jesus be some Vaseline. And he should have called me. I could have gave him travel pack, Vaseline, because I could did that, or you could have got, you know, some to grease up the kneecaps. But this is something else I want to say, y'all. There's something else I want to say. You could go into a celebrity home, right? And then some people, they go back home. Oh, I was with celebrity. I was breaking bread. Please don't come back and talk about you was breaking bread with celebrities, because anybody that could have purchased a ticket could have went there and saw Erica Banks. Let's be clear. And I love Erica Banks. I think she's an incredible artist. But please don't come back sitting here talking about how you was breaking bread, drinking Colt 45 and Old English out of a can, and how you was living. Don't tell her like that. And take it itself with Erica Banks, okay? You get it, you know. Let's not act like you were so special and they just picked you up to come on. Anybody could have purchased the ticket, could have done that. Anybody. That we going to a mansion. Girl, sit down. Like, are you used to we going to a mansion? You know, next thing I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna go to Atlanta and I'm gonna say I'm going to a Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going to think. I'm like, what are you so obsessed with? Like, I'm going to. You are so happy to be around other folks. I'm not. Maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm different because you was breaking bed with Erica Banks. Baby, I'm going to him. Sit down. I don't be that impressed. Like, maybe I'm different. I'm like, you're gonna let that boy this pop. I'm looking and I'm very observant. And he was like, oh wait, I'm like, cloud chasing. And I'm just not about to be fake for a click in a view. I'm sorry. Now, it may take me a little longer to get where I want to be, but I'd rather be at peace than to be fake. Oh, you look at y'all, look at it. And then the sister, she don't want to be on camera. You sound like a little. She don't even want to be on camera. And I know what y'all gonna say. Wiley sound jealous. Who cares what y'all say? Because y'all gonna say that forever, and that's you have a right to say that. Because I'm just gonna do commentary. Because I've been doing commentary forever. That ain't gonna change. But you see the sister right there. Look like she ready to go to Bible bed. Look like the sister ready to go to Bible study. It looked like they didn't hijack and kidnap the sister. It looked like she ready to go to Bible study, and they taking her to the devil's den with cheap liquor and wherever else they had up in that house. And Gucci thongs is all booty cheeks out. So, because the sister, I'm looking at the sister, I'm like, she look like she ready to go to a convocation. Look like she ready to go to a Kojic convocation back there. It look like she a Jehovah's Witness. It look like she ready to knock on some doors to say, do you know Jehovah? That's how the sister looked back there when I looked at the sister, because, you know, they panned the camera back there. They pan that camera back there. I said, she look like she ready to look like she just ready to say, open your Bibles and we got to read from Genesis 1-1. Look like she ready to just do a review on a Bible scripture. I'm like, what the world they got her back here for? I'm looking like this is just like the universe was it really is because of expectations. I'm like, who are y'all trying to impress? You know what? I'm gonna have to meet Tasha K. I'm just gonna sell it. Hey, friend. Hey, Tasha, friend. Hey, friend. Hey, Storm. Yes, bro. What up, bro? Maybe I need to go to Atlanta. I'm gonna hit up Tasha K. See. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up Tasha K. Go on down there and see Tasha K. Hey, man. Ooh, we here. We on our way to a mansion. Yeah, I just can't wait. Hey, maybe I hit up T.S. Madison, Hey, friend, let's go get a protein box, friend. Let's go get a protein box. You got you a protein box, friend. Let's go to Starbucks, friend. Hey, Miss Mary. Hey, Mama Mary. I just want to see how it is to be fake. I just want to act too. I'm gonna call T.S. Madison. Oh, hey, Miss T.S. Madison, hey, Daddy. I just can't. Let me just be faithful. Can I be faithful one day? I'm gonna be real fake. Next time Tasha K come up on here, I'm gonna say, hey, friend. Period. I'm gonna be real fake. Soon as she hit the link. Hey, friend. Hey, Tasha K. I can't wait. And I'm just looking and listening to all of this. And I'm gonna do my commentary because I saw it. In daytime, tea time, you're beautiful. And if you were single, if I knew daytime, tea time was gonna look like that at that event, I would have booked that flight to go to Atlanta and got my ticket for $50 to go to the pool party. Actually, it was a pool party, but I ain't seen no pool. I would have went, and I would have brought a couple of bottles, and since they got Coca-Cola, I would have brought a good old cold Pepsi, and I would have went there. If I'd have knew that she was gonna be looking like that, oh baby, I'd have been there. Oh, absolutely, I would have been there. If I would have known that she had it like that, because I knew she had it like that. I'm like, whoa. And Erica Banks, I would have been there. I'd have shot I'm like, hey, daytime, I know you marrying on, I'm just saying, are you happy? I'd have did something. I'd have been, I'd have been trying, I'd have been, and then he go Armon Wiggins. See, this is the thing, I'm not hating y'all, but Armon Wiggins like, Armon Wiggins. Oh my gosh. He said, where's the music? Put on the music. Where's the music? Where's the music at? Baby, the event is over. Take yourself and the crystal kneecaps home somewhere. If the event over with, everybody gone. The caterers left, the chicken ate up, the drinks are gone. Talk about where is the music? Go home. So they can clean up that Airbnb so when we get all them fees and all that, so they get all the smell out of there, so they can clean it up, shampoo the carpet, and and clean off the countertops. I'm like, what are you talking about? Where's the music? Where's the music? No people, they ready to go. I'm looking at Carl Crawford from 1501. He ready to go. He ready to go. He's like, okay, y'all, listen, we got to go. We got to be out of this Airbnb at a certain time because I ain't paying no extra money, no extra fee. So let's get up out of here. Well, I got to get up. Where's the music? Oh, my God, yes. This is another thing, too, y'all. I'm just really observant. When they took a picture with Erica Banks. And let me see the picture. Oh my God, I like that. I will post that. I like that. I'm like, yes, go ahead, yo. Go ahead. I'm just looking. I'm looking get, eat. I'm just looking getting my life. Just looking. And I'm happy that he had. Listen, guys, I'm going to do my commentary. Period. It is what it is. That's what Wiley does. It's just what I see do commentary on it, I leave it alone. They ain't focused on when I said that Candace got a back. Because, baby, Candace's husband, I want to say him like, man, you are a blessed man. Because if you got that at home, I would never let that leave my house. I'm gonna just say that right then and there. I don't want nobody to see it because that's precious. I'm looking like, what? What? Y'all gotta see it. Y'all gotta get to the I already screen recorded it. Y'all gotta get. Do I got the mark? I don't think they do like a time step, but go to it when her and Candace and Erica Banks was taking a selfie and they put their butts on top, close like each other on it. That what? See that ain't gonna go viral. See, they ain't gonna go to that. She's a very attractive woman. I was like, okay, I'm really gonna be watching Candace lives. I'm gonna be the first one there. Watching Candace. I'm gonna be right there looking at. I'm like, only thing that messed up the fantasy though was them burnt crispy kneecaps. That messed up the whole fantasy because after I got to looking at that, then he taking the picture, and then all I'm looking like, Lord have mercy. Can he please put some chicken grease on them kneecaps? I'm just looking at them kneecaps looking like, good God, everybody, stay off them knees. Look like you was, Lord have mercy. And that just messed up the fantasy. Other than that, it was good. And that was it. Kneecaps. That was it. That was his friend. He went to go see his friend, y'all. So that was in the news. That was in the news. Okay, give me a second. I'm just looking. Oh wow. Did I take a screenshot of that? Oh wow. Oh, Erica Banks is good looking too. Erica Banks is good looking too. Very good looking. Hey, this subjective word. Difference between disrespect, opposition is clear. It's a conversation. Yeah, and surely Candace or her sister took care of those. Did y'all see it though? He was in the room and I saw them kneecaps. Listen, I saw them kneecaps and I said, look at the kneecaps. So I will open up the phone lines if anybody want to call in. So if anybody want to call in and speak on it, if you think I'm jealous, if you think I'm hating, I will give y'all the 972 number. Hopefully y'all can hear because I didn't bring like my speakers or anything. If anybody want to come on, because it's just commentary, and I knew what y'all was gonna say. Wiley hating, Wiley jealous, Wiley this, Wiley. I get it. That's typical. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not hating. I'm not jealous at all. Just commentary, y'all, because they juiced it up. Because even let me give you a backstory. Because he even said, "Oh yeah, Wiley is angry because I'm going to meet up DayTeaTaTime." No, not angry. You making a big thing about it. So since you want to treat it like a main event, I'm going to review this meetup and we're going to talk about it. This is what it is. So when he had, when DayTeaTime was driving, and Armon Wiggins in the front seat, even though I think the sister should have been in the front seat, but no, you got to watch. You got a stranger in your car. You want them on the side of you, I guess. So it is what it is. Did you not went to? Listen. I've done a lot. Waiting on my bacon, getting dressed. Didn't think you're hating. You just do send them. But you do send him plenty of views. Why did you no, I didn't get the plunger. And then my trip was kind of like get a plunger and all that, and they up there with Erica Banks. I should have went in Atlanta, because if Candace was like that, whoo, yeah. The only difference between me, you guys, I do a lot. Some stuff I do, and I don't share a lot of things that I do. I guess they are on the Meghan hate trend. That's why they decided to meet with Carl Crawford, new artist. And of course, let me say this though. It's very profitable for 1501 to have a blogger like Candace, because Candace at 500,000. Armon Wiggins, he's almost at 100,000. But even though Armon Wiggins' numbers are not big like Candace, his engagements are incredible. His numbers are incredible, right? He have influence in this business, and I'm not stupid. See how I can get serious? I can joke and get real serious. And so it's very profitable for them to meet up. And them meeting up with Erica Banks, that will plant a seed that you see you drunk with us, you took a selfie with us, you put booty cheek on booty cheek, you drunk my liquor, Amawa, you drunk my cocktails. Do you remember that time? So when you do commentary, your commentary going to go off as, I don't want to mess up this opportunity or this potential friendship with this label and with Erica Banks. So I'm going to juice you up and give you great commentary, awesome commentary. It is what it is. You know, even though I didn't know you from a can of paint, but since we did an interview and you invited me to this Airbnb, large size Airbnb, kitchen and drank and dance, when you do commentary, your commentary, you can't drag her. You're going to get on there and giving great commentary, right? Not, commentary of drag her. You're just going to uplift her. And I understand it. That's great business. It's great collaboration. That's an awesome strategy. I think it's a great strategy for Armon Wiggins and Candace to link up because that helps him. He gets a lot from the deal. She gets somebody that can defend her when it comes to Tasha K. I just think that's great. I think that's an awesome opportunity. I think that's great for them to do that, right? If that's what they want to do, I think it's awesome. People say, hey, Wiley, you need to link up with people. I link up with a lot of people. It's just some people that I probably would never link up with because I would have to be extremely fake just to make it happen. And I'm not ready to, just not to be that extremely fake. Because I was, in Chicago and things that happen off camera that I don't discuss. So there's a lot of stuff you have to, I would say this though, when I looked at my Chicago trip, and we will get into it once I get back to Dallas. I want to say this: no matter what people say about this city, about Chicago, this is one of the greatest cities still with the coming infrastructure, the beauty, the landscape. I just wish that they work on the problems, but we will only get into the trip. I want to say thank you to all of the producers for making this trip worthy. Thank you for making this trip a success, even though we had a couple of little hiccups. But nevertheless, it was a trip. So I will definitely get into it in Dallas, give you a full live about what happened in Chicago. Also, too, I want to say this about to Armon Wiggins in DayTeaTime. What gets me, and I understand this, is that a lot of people want yes people in their life. And a lot of people want yes people in their life. A lot of people don't like people to roast and gag and everything like that. A lot of people don't like that. But for me, if it's something funny, it's like light shade, I do it. It was like light shade. And and when you go back, you be like, oh yeah, them kneecaps do look like it need help. That'll be it. But at the end of the day, I want them to be successful. I don't want Armon Wiggins to not be successful, because if he's successful, that's a blessing to me. Because I have an investment of him being successful. Because I put the prophecy out. I don't want to be a liar. I said you're going to be big and successful. They don't write this in the books and say that. Because I want that brother, because he got the gift. He got that it factor. And I think it's awesome of that. But on the other hand, I don't know if Wiley will ever get to a place where me and Armon Wiggins will be peaceful, because we're on a different strategy role. His strategy is, let me team up with DayTeaTaTime. This is my new friend. Even though I dragged her, even though I dragged her from here to there, we apologize, we good, attached. My strategy is, and this is one of my strategies, some of y'all will never tell you, is that I want to remain humble. I don't want to get the big head, and I want to work with artists and interview different artists. I want to use my platform to put other people on. And if I can't get a phone call from any of these mainstream artists to be in a mansion, then I would rather help folks that are coming up in the game to be on the show, right? That is the beauty of it. I will come up and helping other folks using my platform. That's one thing I can say about the Wiley Show. No matter how much of an artist I've garnered, I always reach back to people that you have never heard about. I always reach back to put people on my platform to share the light. I might talk a lot of crap. I may be messy. I am messy. Ain't no maybe I am. I may be shady. I ain't shady. I am. But I still, with all of that, will reach back home and put people that you have never probably ever met on the Wiley Show. That's one thing that I admire about the Wiley Show. That's one thing that I admired about that. Where you're seeing artists and you be like, I get an email. Oh my gosh, Wiley, I went to school with Ike. He's a great artist. Oh my gosh, I listened to double X rated music. Great artist. I love hearing that. Even though I could easily just say, you know what, forget that. I'm just gonna do celebrity gossip, period. No, these are these people that was with Wiley when you did, I didn't have no audience. So I reached back to these people and I kept my promise to these people. And I said, when I get an audience, I will always come back and interview you on my platform. I made that promise to the community and I always kept that promise. And that's why when you saw me interviewing these people, a lot of those, all of them that been on my show for this past weekend were on the Wiley Show on Blog Talk Radio when I had 1 or 2 listeners. So even though I'm shady, if I see that you have talent, if I can be a help, I could do it. Even in Chicago, I've been in a meeting. I was helping somebody in a situation, some stuff. I got a phone call. Hey, Wiley, can you come in to this situation for me? And I sat there and I was very observant about my surroundings of what's going on. And then I get a phone call. Hey, Wiley, what did you think about it? And then I said, okay, A, B, and C of the stuff that I have learned in this business, right? And this is stuff that you don't see on camera, that you don't see. You just, you see what you see on camera, but there's a lot of stuff that did happen off camera. So even though I'm shady, if you're an independent artist and you got some good music and you dope, not you trash, but if you're a dope artist, you can, email me at wileyshow@gmail.com because I really love that. I really love that. So I want to say thank you to Jaquez. I think that was great chemistry. I've been knowing that brother for a long time, and he actually really knows me. He actually really gets me. Me and him actually fell out, and it was bad. But we rebuilt the relationship. We're good friends. Known me for a long time. And so I was glad to see that you all were able to get a sneak preview of my life in Chicago. And for that, I think that was awesome. And then we will do more traveling. When we get the amount of funding to do more shows, we will continue to do more shows for like a remote, like in different places. So we thank you for that. Because a lot of times I don't take this online stuff personal. I want to give a shout out to Shantae. Went there to her home, beautiful sister, beautiful home, beautiful family. So we will do a massive story time in Chicago. In Dallas. But I just had to come on here to talk about that Candace and Armon Wiggins and Lazare and who else did we talk about? And also I want to talk about Dr. Dre though before I go. I got to talk about Dr. Dre wife. Got to. Sister girl, I got to talk about you for a second. Because what you doing, I support you 100%. Let me hold on 1 second, because I didn't even talk about Dr. Dre's wife. Because she wants $2 million. Give me a second. And I just remember that. I said, hold on, sister girl. I'm here for it. So Dr. Dre, estranged wife, won nearly $2 million a month in temporary spousal support in their divorce. Now, mind you, TMZ broke the story that Nicole Young wants over $1 million to cover her expenses. Here's the breakdown: laundry and cleaning, $10,000 a month; clothes, $135,000 a month; education, tuition, and living expenses, $60K a month; entertainment, $900,000 a month; charitable contributions, $125,000 a month; mortgage, $10,000 a month; telephone, cell phone, email, $20,000 a month. And so I think that she should get everything that she wants. If he don't want his wife, his estranged wife, to be spilling tea about how abusive he is allegedly and how much of a bad man he was or bad man he is, then he should just go ahead and cough up that check, write her that check, give her that check, give her what she want, or she gonna get to sing it, or she gonna be writing her own nasty book, and I'm gonna be the first one at Barnes and Noble or at Discount Books and getting it and see what's going on. Right? So whatever happened, as they say, it is cheaper to keep her, because he did that, and now you're yet dealing with a situation with your estranged wife. So let's get it together. Let's get it together. Cheaper to keep it. Absolutely. So thanks, Wiley, for taking us through your journey. Yes, she wants that money, even in the pandemic. I don't blame her. While $2 million a month, I'm quite sure she have stories to tell. She better start talking, because $2 million a month, Dr. Dre will go broke. Dr. Dre got a lot of money, a lot of assets. Even his music along is massive. I think it's dope. So I'm here. I'm supporting her. Like, if you all the crap that you went through, and Dr. Dre, allegedly is an abusive man. What was the woman name that she did a whole movie about it, and she sounded like a cartoon character? Sound like she needs to be working at Disney. She did like a whole, did they do a whole movie on her life and how she said how abusive Dr. Dre was? So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So get it together. Dr. Dre, just cough off the check. I wouldn't even go through a nasty divorce proceeding. Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, I would just go ahead and write it up. Period. Write up the check, give it to her, and be done with it. Period. They said if folks don't like the rules of marriage, don't get married. Is it Michelle? Did I say it right? Or Michelle? Y'all can call in and tell me how to pronounce her name. But she do sound like a Disney character, like she needs to be working with Walt Disney. That's just my personal opinion. That's what she sounds like. She needs to be working with. She probably had to suffer through a whole lot of be run the money. Yes. Okay. She and it's just no telling what else she had to deal with, and it's sad to see them get divorced. It's really sad to see that.
Okay, you just bear with me. Okay, you just bear with
me. It's really sad. Hey Wiley, did I get a text to go to for your show? Sometimes I miss the live shows. Where do I text? Oh, you text the 972 number 674-9462. 972-674-9462. Also, to Patreon people, I want to say thank you all. You all have been there for me for Patreon. So shout out to y'all. We want to give a special shout out to all my Patreon people too. I meant to say that earlier. But thank y'all so much, because without y'all, it would not have been possible to do the rental car. So we was able to give that view. So I want to thank you all for that. I think that was a dope idea. Only thing now, I got to take it back to the airport. So I got to be watching the signs and all of that good stuff. So yeah. So thank you for that. She was lit this trip, but why he have to pay for her to go out and have fun? Because that's the price you pay when you marry a man that's wealthy. because you're gonna argue, Michelle. Did I say Michelle? Michelle? Let me see. Yes, she's accustomed to a lifestyle. She's accustomed to a lifestyle. So once you're accustomed to a lifestyle, you get the lifestyle because that's the life she's used. She's used to that lifestyle. You got to be careful who you marry. That's why you ain't see Oprah Winfrey getting married. Oprah said to Stedman, no. I said, hell no. Oprah is still a girlfriend. Oprah knew the real deal about marriage, which is business. She did not want to mess up her finances or risk Stedman trying to divorce her and walk away with half. So Oprah said, hell no. She didn't do that because she said when you get married, the requirements of you changes. And she wasn't really, and the main thing she said, I ain't giving up to this person, no man, they about to divorce me and they get walk away with half of my assets. Not gonna happen. And she been with Stedman for over 20 some, it gotta be hitting at 30. And she told them, Stedman and them were talking. And Oprah said, yeah, we would have got married, we would have been divorced a long time ago. Okay? So Oprah did that. That's you see how Oprah did that? She said, They'll put they have a common law rule, so it would still be entitled to half of her earnings. To man love for how long? And I don't think more so it was probably about the assets too, because Stedman do have money. He's not broke. He's a millionaire as well. I just think Oprah Winfrey did not want to change the roles with being a housewife and being all this other stuff. I think she admired being a boss, and I think that she thought that her being a boss probably would be compromised with being married, you know? So I think that she liked just to be a strong, black, independent woman, in my humble opinion. Because Stedman do got money. So let's not. He's speaking of game, his books and whatever business he does, he got some millions in the bank. He ain't got the billions, but he got millions. And he doggone sure got more money than me. He ain't got the Oprah Winfrey money, but he got money. Okay? And I wish I could have, one day I'll be having millions. That's somewhere in Paper Chase. I had this because they have the money sign. Then we got a shirt on sale. Don't mess up my mag with the money. You know what I'm saying? On there, we have that for the show. Then we got another T-shirt that's gonna be dropping. I'm gonna get it ready for the holidays, and I want y'all to really get that shirt. So I can't wait for that. We're working on designs for that for Teespring. We'll let y'all know because my mindset, I want to have big money because I have family that need investments and have a community, and there's some things that I want to do because once I get the millions, because it's gonna happen for me. Cause I speak it every day. Every day for the past, it's been a long time. Every day, I'm gonna get the money. Oh, when I become a millionaire. When they get that, when I get the millions, the type of how my conversation go, and I will shut you down if you try to intercept my vision or try to dim my light a little bit. I will have to end it off because you ain't gonna be able to stop it. You would get a strong rebuke. But because when I was driving through Chicago, I was like, man, once I get these millions, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy this area, and I'm gonna buy that. So that is like my mindset is how to build up. When I went back home, I was telling my family, you got Apple stock and I only got 4 shares, but it's something. Yeah, you got Apple stock. They know what it, I ain't know you got Apple stock. I say, absolutely. Because and then eventually you're going to be like, I got 80 shares of this. I got 80 this. I got properties. It's eventually going to happen because I'm on that road, right? It's going to happen. I'm going to meet the right person that's going to school me about the real estate situation. I'm going to be reading books. Something's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it's going to be great. So Because I'm not chasing to be in rooms with celebrities. That, no. What I'm chasing is economic empowerment. That is what I'm chasing. And I'm hungry for it. I'm preparing for an opportunity. Like when people talk about, should you do a collaboration with such? Whenever they're ready, they can call me right now. I'll be right there because I'm hungry for it. So that's what the mindset I'm in. Then when I go back home, then I could be writing out a check. My staff can change people's lives. That is what the situation that it in. And yeah, so that's what I'm chasing, man. And I'm hungry for it. And God gonna definitely, because I'm going home working even harder and smarter. She would miss definitely get alimony. She would be. That's the role I'm on. Because I need it. I need it. And I'm not wasteful. Like, you know how people waste money? No. I'm trying to build that credit up, get that credit score up. Because I want to be completely out of debt by the time I'm in my mid-30s. I want to be debt free. So when I get into my 40s, baby, debt, what? Ain't no debt. Baby, debt, no. It's gone, wiped clean. So that's just my mindset. And it keeps me encouraged. It keeps me with ideas. It keeps me going. And I changed the way I think. And I said, listen, I'm not going to just focus on, hey, I want to be a celebrity and I want to be taking selfies with celebrities. No, because half of the people that you're taking selfies with financially are struggling. You know, they're in bad, terrible contracts. You know, their deals, you know, are not that great. So I don't want to be so obsessed to be in those spaces. No, what I want to be in the rooms that when Chase Bank see me or the black-owned banks see me, the bank, they stand up and they say, oh my God, Mr. Wiley, how you doing, sir? Yes, sir. I would love to do business with you, sir. That's the type of rooms I want to be in. Not, oh girl, I'm at such and such house. We take us up. No. I'm getting too grown for that. My mind is different. I want to be in rooms when I come in, everybody stand up and we're negotiating business. Okay, development and properties and investments and getting government grants. You know, I'm talking about getting that. You know, that's the type of mindset that I'm on, not just to take a selfie and all of that. I would love to meet Brandy, but not. My mindset's kind of different. That if I ever was in a room with Brandy, I want to give Brandy some advice. That's the type of person that I want to be and that I will be. Because I'm on that road. I'm looking at it. Being debt free is a wonderful feeling, Wiley. Stay course and good luck. It is a wonderful feeling, and I can't wait to have that feeling because I feel it already. Because I'm speaking those things as though they were, even though I know I can't physically, but I sense it. So it's about changing the mindset. Because every day when I wake up, I have that mindset. And that's why I'm reading and soaking up as much knowledge as possible. That's why when I leave here, I'm going to go and purchase another book because I'm almost done with the Mary Trump book. Because that is, you know, soak up as much knowledge as I can and get as much knowledge. Speaking about books, I did see Kim Whitley. She was live with a Comedy Hype News, and she was talking about, you know, Monique. And everybody know Monique went on a whole campaign saying that Oprah Winfrey, Lee Daniels, and Lionsgate all mistreated her, and they labeled her difficult when all she wanted was to get paid for promoting a movie overseas. She did all of her deals in America. She wanted to be paid when you wanted to do overseas. So Kim Whitley pretty much was starting to diss Monique. And now Kim Whitley singing a different tune. Monique was right. Monique is this. Monique is so right. The reason why she's standing up for that because she read a book called Black Hollywood. She reads a lot of books. And that is why Monique is that way. But I'm like, Kim Whitley, where was that energy when you were getting a fat check from the OWN network when your show was on there, and when Monique was there, you let your friend hang and you were throwing subliminals at your friend. But now that she about to get a big bag from Netflix, allegedly, because she's showing they continue her. Now you singing a different tune. Oh, I would love to be friends with her again. I'm gonna have to make that phone call and all that. I don't know if y'all ever would be friends again. Because Kim, when it was out there, you saw about Monique is like the fifth supreme. You was throwing major shade. And y'all were friends. Y'all wasn't just no online friends. Y'all went hiking together. You even, according to Monique, to her Monique and Sydney podcast, that you even tried to shoot your shot at Monique's husband. Let me drink to that. And Monique was so nice, even when she was getting interviewed for the Oscars, because she was nominated for Precious. She allowed you to stay in those interviews, to stand in those spaces when they were recording Monique. She said, no, Kim Willie can stay. If she can't stay, then I'm not doing it. She allowed you in those spaces to help raise your public persona, your public image to the world. But when she needed you, Kim, you threw shade, major shade. But now that you see that this sister was right all along about the mistreatment of Black entertainers, about the mistreatment of Black comedians not getting paid the same level as white comedians, now you saying she was right. But are you saying that because your show is gone off on and you need Monique for a check? You need Monique so you can clout chase off of her, leech off of her. But where were you when she were getting dragged? You were yet helping and indulging into that spirit. So I saw that yesterday. Can y'all hear me? I want to make sure y'all can hear me. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. I'm going to make sure y'all can hear me because I got. Okay. Want to leech off of her. That's what she want to leech. And she was getting all that shade. Now she all up on the news. Now you want to do interviews and all of that. You could have stood up for your sister, but you didn't. Do I agree with everything that Monique does? Absolutely not. But baby, the big chunk of the meat of being paid fairly, absolutely, I agree with her on equality. Yes, economic to being. Yes, I agree with her on that. Period. I stand with that. So this was a great show today. Wow, I just love it. And sometimes I get phone calls, but most of the time, the reason why I don't get a lot of phone calls is because, baby, I'm an amazing storyteller. Ooh, I'm an amazing storyteller. Even though I may get off philanthropist, even though I may mess up a name, but baby, I'm going to tell that story. Even though I might stumble on a couple of them big words, but baby, I'm going to tell a story and you're going to be entertained by it. You're going to be entertained by it. Because I get it, I understand it, baby, even though it is. But every once in a while, people call in if I'm really dragging folks. But since I threw a little light shade, they ain't going to call it because it was light shade, and I was uplifting them both. So they confused, should I drag? No, you ain't got to drag these people because I throw a little light shade because it ain't no malicious intent. When none of them is not at Candace or not at Armon Wiggins. So I didn't throw major shade. Throw a couple of little jokes. That's it. And Candace, woo. Who's that lady? Sexy lady. Who's that lady? Beautiful. Yeah. So that's it about that. Y'all didn't see the video. Did anybody ever see that? I just want to ask this question. Because that picture is still stuck in my head. Did anybody see that video? Bridget, did you see the video? Deborah, did you see the video? Shantae, did you see the video? Now, some of y'all probably blocked over there at the Armon Wiggins Instagram because he blocked most of my supporters. It's okay. We still will be over there. It's so bad. Because his people going to send it to me. His people going to send it to me because they love me. And I'm going to watch it because, like, listen, half of the time I don't have to go look for it. It just be in my DM. They say, "Wiley, did you see this? Did you see this?" And they be throwing major shade, but they ain't gonna do the shade publicly because they already know. You know, Wiley. I love to go over there and kiki. I love to go over there and turn up, drink my drinks, and I don't want to get blocked. But you know, you don't care, so you go ahead. So I saw it. I was right there clicking on it. I seen it. And baby, that Candace, you did that. That was your night, baby. That was your night. Baby, it looked like you ready to go to Bahamas and get your groove back. Way how you was looking, look like you ready to go to the Bahamas. You better be glad I ain't no millionaire, because I'd have flew in my jet. I'm like, yeah, I'm here. My assistant would have came up them stairs. Yeah, we here to see Candace. We here to see Miss Candace. I'm Mrs. Candace. Oh, my apologies. We here. Just want to see how you doing. Who are you? This is Wiley from the Wiley. Oh, this is Wiley. How you doing, Wiley? I'm doing good. I just saw your video. I just want to just tell you in person how beautiful you is. Just beautiful, beautiful. And I'm here. I'm going to the Bahamas. So, oh, you want to see the? Some of y'all say y'all want to see the video. And I don't even think she wanted to be on there because she was like, "Are you recording? I'm recording. Like, why are you recording Candace? Like, let Candace be great. We don't want to see that because I don't want to see Tasha K dragging Candace. Yes, I do. I do want to see that. I do want to see that because that'd be funny. I don't want to see Tasha K talking about she didn't even have no Pangea watch. She didn't even have no Olive Lee extract. I just know they better not throw those shade at Tasha K. Because Tasha K clapbacks, I'm here or just believe here or because you see how, okay, let me not bring up Neat. Nope. I ain't bringing up Neat. No. I'm not gonna bring up Neat. No. I'm not gonna bring. No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. No. Let me drink a little bit. No, I just got unblocked from Neat. Absolutely, I ain't about to mess that up. No. Lord, well, I had to catch myself because it almost just, it almost just slipped out. Absolutely not. No. I love my knee. Absolutely. You ain't about to do that. I just got unblocked. I just could be seeing her stories before I go to sleep. And you think I'm about to mess that up? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Let me make sure I'm not blocked. Let me just double check. Let me go back over there. Where we at? Please don't let me be. Okay, I'm still on her page. Definitely don't want to do that. My gosh. Okay. Let me do. But if she was there, if Neek was there, I would have been jealous. If Neek was there, I would have been jealous. I really like Neek. If I would have saw Neek did that, I would have went to O'Hare and be like, I need to change my ticket. I don't know who handicapped person needs to boot off this plane, but I need to go to see my wife. She really needs to see me. I served in the military. I don't know if I gotta go and get a uniform, an army uniform, and just say I'm a veteran. I need to go, serve or whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna come up with, but if she was down there, oh baby, I would have left Chicago quick, fast, and hurry, and went down there and see me. Because if she was down there and doing all that, the booty bump, doing the booty with Erica and all that, the booty touching, the booty this, the booty, I'd have been right there, like, hello, y'all, oh, busted. I'd have been right there, oh, busted, hey, you, busted, hey, okay, hold up. You know, I gotta get the lyrics, we know all this, I'll be right there thinking like everybody else. I'll be right there. Busting, and you know, all these be trusting, I'll be right there just grabbing her. I'll be there just be listening on the play over and over, just to pretend you be feeling like everybody else. Oh, dudes, you like, oh my gosh, I love your track, Mary, Erica, you did that. I love Tony's story. I'll be like, all right there. I'll be right there. I'd have bought my ticket. I'd have been right there. I could be really, really messy with this story. All I'm going to just say this. Oh, gosh. Where is my radio at? That's all I'm going to say. Because I could be really, really messy with this story. Very, very messy, but I'm not. But if my radio would do commentary, really do commentary, because that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, Lord. But I'm here for it. Hey, I'm here for it. So I watched, you know, I was, what is the story for the newcomer? So what we were talking about, you guys, we're in my clothes. We were doing commentary on DayTeaTaTime and Armon Wiggins linking up in Atlanta. And if you went on his Instagram and saw the video, you would have seen Candace doing something that you rarely see Candace do. It's having a good time, really being, you know, free and stuff. You see stuff. You see the everything. Just, it's nice. It'll make you smile. Especially, you know, it made me smile, though. Made me feel really good. Yeah, so like, I'm like, why you have to just show me? Don't be just like showing me all that. Warn me first. Because when I saw like the person was like, yeah, they did that and all that, I said, let me see. I'm like, whoa, okay, all right. Okay, all right. Okay. Just do it right. Looking good. I need my bad. Like that's just all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But man, ooh. Man, I kind of want to go to Atlanta. Got beautiful women up in there. How her husband felt as though he didn't let her meet up with these YouTube men. I love DayTeaTaTime. I'm not gonna bring the husband in there because if I bring the husband in there, I'm gonna take it a little bit too far. So I'm not bringing the husband up in there. Only thing I'm gonna say is, if I had a wife that was good looking like Candace, and I'll be right there with my wife. I'm sorry, because a man is a man. Okay, we was gonna have a meet and greet, and the one of the ladies was gonna come to the meet and greet, and she canceled. She said, "Well, I can't come." My husband said, you ain't going to go see him. That's the well, baby, he's not even into it. F that. He's still a man. My wife ain't coming. I said, sir, you know. Then I saw how she looked. I'm like, yeah, you stay where you at. You beautiful. Stay where you at. But he was right, because you're still a man. And she laughing at my joke every day, laughing more than what, because she saw me a picture of him. I'm like, good God Almighty. You need to come to the trip. You get a relief from looking at something like that. Anywho, but he said, no, she can't come because, you're a man. I'm not having my wife go meet a man. Randomly, I don't care about no YouTube, blah, 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 blah. And she like, But I get it. Because that's still a man. I just see Candace. She's beautiful. I don't care what nobody's. See, that ain't going to get out. Very beautiful. That day, she said, man, she had on her skirt like she looked like she was ready to go to the gospel retreat. But when she got up there with Erica Banks, she turned around, she pulled that up. I said, whoa, let me put this down and look at what I'm looking. Look like she was ready to go to the gospel retreat, the gospel fast. Look like she's just ready, just excited to be there. Look like she's ready to pass out church cards to her church. Look like she's ready to pass out a CD or a DVD to her church or invite folks to her church for a live stream. That's how at first she looked like. But then when Armon Wiggins said, make it nasty, and she turned that leg up and saw that up there and looked at that and put that butt up there in the yeah, I was like, yes, come through. I was looking at that. I was like, yes. As I drink that, I said, come through, Candace. Wow. Whew. Y'all got to see the video. I saw the video. Candace and her sisters are real pretty, but the show is her sister. Is her sister single? I should have been there in Atlanta. You can't find it. It's on Armon Wiggins' Instagram. Let me see. I hope he ain't deleted it. He probably deleted it. Let me see. Let me see if the producers. Let me see. Because I think I screen hope. Did I download or screen it? Let me download it right now. Because I thought I downloaded it. Oh, yeah, I got to download. No, it's not deleted. I'm going to repost it. Let me repost it, put a beautiful caption. What do you think why do you think Armon Wiggins doesn't move to Atlanta? I don't know about that. Candace bring her sister with her so it doesn't look bad for her husband to see that video. Candace will be in a lot of problems with her husband. Just hope I'm not delete that video. He ain't got to worry about deleting. No, I ain't going to repost that video. No. Y'all got to go see it for yourself. Y'all ain't about to set me up. No. Go see it for yourself. But I saw the video. And her husband better not watch the Wiley Show. He better not click up on here and watch the Wiley Show. Go, baby, your wife good looking. I won't complain. If I had that, I'm gonna break up in the song. I had some good days. I had some hills to climb. I had some weary days. And I see your thighs. But when you turn around, I like you backside. You are so thick. You are so thick. You are so thick. It's beautiful. Candace is so beautiful. Oh, ooh. Let me stop singing to the she a whole married woman. Let me stop saying you can't be showing me that like that. You trigger the vocals, baby. You trigger the vocals. Don't you can't do all that type of stuff. All that type of stuff. Don't you be doing all that. Don't be showing me that video, Candace. Don't you making me say you bringing out the singer at me. You bringing out the singer. Oh, Lord. Let me download that song. Because it's by Reverend. Let me download that song. Candace. Good job, sister. She's beautiful. See, oh, where did you find the video? It's on the Armon Wiggins Instagram. Now, some of y'all probably blocked. So if y'all don't see it, you probably block over there. But it's on Armon Wiggins IG. And I'm not going to repost it because they're going to be like, why are you clout chasing? I just reviewed it. Excuse me. I reviewed it. Where did I go? Yeah, that's where it's at. Okay? There's a place to visit unless you stay on the outskirts. Although I love Buckhead. Yes, Atlanta is a place to go visit. You got to stay out on the outskirts. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Did you just make up a song or two? I won't complain. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. If you had a woman like Candace or like that, you better not complain for what? All of that? Complain for what? And she getting the paper, she getting the bag. Man, she better not be. You don't care, they said Saber. I don't. Absolutely, I don't, because it's, you should, and I tell people all the time when I talk to other content creators, I said, baby, in the words of Monique, when you get that camera on, you got to be free, baby. You got to be free to your audience. You got to be free and be able to talk with it. You got to be free. And if you got somebody like Candace, you are a blessed black man. Come on, somebody. You are blessed. You blessed in the city. You blessed in the field. Anytime you wake up to a wife like that, every day you should be cooking her breakfast, cooking her dinner, washing her clothes, treating her like a queen, because God did something special when he made the black woman. You better come on. Let me just get out of the shot. He made something special when he made the black woman. Whew. God knew what he was doing. When he made the black woman, oh, you made something special. When he made black woman. Hey, Baba, felt that. I felt that right there in there. Hey, Baba, the shock rays right there in there when he made the black woman. If you a black woman right now, good in that mirror, and you should say, Lord, thank you. Lord, thank you for creating me. I don't care if you're driving blue skies, pull over the road. Get right there and just pull over, get somewhere safe and say, Lord, why you got your hand 10 and 2? Say, Lord, thank you for making me to be a black woman. You should be shouting right there and there. If you black, you should be shouting. I don't care if you at work. Put down the phone and go in that break room and say, Lord, thank you. Lord, thank you. Lord, thank you. And say glory. Glory. Hey, Lord, send me a beautiful black woman by way. Whew. One day he gonna send that to me. That's on my desire list too. But I want to be financially stable. If she want to work, let her make a decision if she want to work or not. Let her make the decision if she want to work. Let her have a choice. I want my wife to have a choice to work, or whether she want to work or if she don't. It's, baby, whatever you want to do. I will support your decision. That's the kind of man. Whew. Because if I had a wife like that, she ain't got to worry about, I'll get 50 jobs. 50 jobs I get. Take care of my woman. If I had to sell Pangea wash on every single corner, or Shay's Creation Creams. Whatever it takes, I will make sure my wife is provided for and my children. Yes. That's on my desire list too. But it's easy when you got the money. You got the when you're financially secure. It ain't hard for you to meet a good one when you're financially secured. It ain't hard. Hey, shout out. I know God gonna do it. Candace's husband only wanted to go to church and do church chores. Stop it. Hey man, I travel the world with my married girlfriend without a problem. Life does not stop once you say I do. It doesn't stop, tea time. It doesn't. It does not stop. It does not stop. It does not stop. When a man say I do, when a woman say I do, her life doesn't stop, right? And that man got to be comfortable for it. Because at the end of the day, that one woman, because I was highly pleased. I'll be the type of man, hey, see if you can bring Erica Banks home. See if you can bring her home, baby. So we can, this is my birthday, so I would love to. I'm that type of brother. You got to be thick in your skin. I was a husband. I'd have called Kitty. Hey, baby, see if we could do the after party at the house. See if we could do the after party at the house. That's gonna be you really gonna be busting it. That busting song gonna have a whole nother meaning. Busting gonna have a whole nother meaning. I'm gonna tell you that right there. Cause if it was me, I'd be like, we could do the after party. Leave Armon Wiggins and them ashy kneecaps at home somewhere. Drop him off at the hotel or at the Greyhound bus station. You can just bring Erica Banks. We can have after show. And we could be getting into Beat It Up. This is on her record. See, if y'all don't know what Beat It Up is right there. And Give It Up. It's a song that she said, beat it up, give it up. Trip out, bust it. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I like her records. Like Hell No is one of my favorite records from her. She got a dope album. Like, I really want Erica Banks to make it, and she's friendly. So she's dope. Southern girl, Houston girl. She Dallas or Houston? Texas girl. She's dope. And I want her to win. Give it the after party. Right there. She can trip out right at the after party. Then she could be sitting back loaded. That's another record. Candace always say that her husband doesn't let her do a lot of things. Then who she turn around and say because he come from Jamaica. Yeah. And secure versus secure. You got to be secure, man. Yeah, so I hear you on that. And it's just all in fun. Don't take this stuff serious. What you know about Erica Banks? I love Erica Banks. Erica Banks' music is dope. When I was out of town before, I listened to Erica Banks. Excuse me. I listened to her music. So her music is dope. Like Busted is dope. Hell No is dope. And like those two records, you would definitely get into it. Definitely. Like get into Erica. Support that sister. Period. Because I want artists to win. We need more female artists out there winning. We don't just need 1, 2, 10, 20, 30. There's as many male rappers. It needs to be as many female rappers, period. I stand on that. We need 4 rappers. We don't need just 4 female rappers dominated. Let it be 20. Let it be 30. Let them all make the money. Period. That's the stance, that I'm on. And it is a market for her. The cost of living awesome in Atlanta. There's a budget for everyone. If you want to pay a lot for rent, mortgage downtown, Midtown, and Buckhead, the place to be, but for the metro area. Thank you for that, Nikki, for letting me know that. God bless you, and we thank you all for that. This was an amazing trip. Pray for me for safe travels. So I'm going to go. I want to say thank you to the producers. Shout out to the producers for showing me so much love. Also, I want to give a special shout out to my friends,
that I met. Shout out to those that I did not get a chance to meet. Shout out to all of my family members. And we will do a story time when we return back to Dallas. So I just had to come up on here. Um, and we have been giving you morning shows. Like some people's like, Wiley, just take some days off. And I said, baby, I can't. I'm too hungry. I can't take a day off. When you hungry, baby, gotta eat every day. So I said I'm gonna do it, and I came on the show. I said I can't take a day off. I take a day off when I become financially secured. Okay, financially secure. That's what we do. Follow back on IG. We got a page, so definitely, just send us a message. So that's what we want. We're gonna keep working. We ain't gonna stop. Okay, we gonna keep on being successful. Thank you so very much. I'm reading y'all comments in here. So if y'all got any questions, we got 5 more minutes available. 5 more minutes, and then I could do a Q&A. So you can ask questions, Q&A. LOL, Sandra, watch Miss on YouTube due to the virus. Ahmad don't want no, gosh, we ain't gonna bring that up. We ain't gonna do that up. Bless, bless. We will get into it. Thank you. Bless. Beautiful home. Hey, Wally, I hope you enjoy yourself. So happy to see you living your best life. Oh, thank you so much for that Key Guard Squad. God bless you, sister. Thank you for your support during this vacation / work / going room hopping. No, we're going to have that conversation soon. He haven't gotten in yet. We haven't gotten in yet. See, working at 12 suburbs. Yes. So I'm going to see. Let me see if I can call them. Let me see. Haven't got in yet. Let me make that phone call. Oh, good morning. Is the manager in today? Because I went to have because I had a complaint because I had to went to 3 different rooms and I sent him an email. So I'm just trying to see because this is was very inconvenient. So I'm just trying to bring my grievances and complaints to him. Yes. Yeah, because let's see about a refund because I was in one room, then I went to another room, then this is the 3rd room that I've been in. Okay. So is there any way you can send them an email or something? Well, because I know I sent the email. So can you send them an email? Is there any documentation that I can get to show them? Marquise. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go downstairs and talk. Go downstairs and talk. You gotta go. Oh, definitely. I'm gonna go down there. They said, "Oh, the manager didn't come." Don't worry. Don't worry. We will be sending emails. We already sent emails, so because I had booked through Hotwire, I think. So I'm gonna cancel them, but no, I'm gonna go downstairs and do some more talking, get corporate information. Best believe before I leave here in that briefcase, I'm getting numbers, cards. If I got one email, I want the corporate and then everything. Oh, definitely ain't gonna tear nothing down. I'm a public figure, child. Public figure. I ain't tearing none up. Public figure. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Like all this air, baby, that air conditioner was on. I left it on. And all that air, like the air conditioner was on. And I took a shower and had the air on. Ain't that crazy? Crazy. All right, y'all. So we want to say shout out to y'all. Thank you all. So like again, so much. Shout out to y'all questions. I will see y'all then. Patreon, y'all will get another video. And everything. So I check out here at 11. So I'm gonna go at 10, go down there, get some letters and everything like that. So they said, Wiley, I just went to Armon Wiggins' Instagram page. His knees were rusty. See, I wasn't lying. Let them know you're a public figure as well. You don't want to get bad reviews to get millions of followers. Absolutely. Almost definitely. And we sent another message, and we will be reaching out to corporate and stuff like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. So. Thank you all. While email the hotel information, we will get the content corporate. I am the queen of getting what you want. All right, email me. Tea time. Email me. Email me. All right, tea time. Yeah, email. Send me an email. All right, shout out to y'all. I'm gonna go. Thank you all so very much for tuning in to this, and I will see y'all later. Peace.